Good morning. Hi. And here's up about. How are you this morning? Oh, it is Monday this morning. Good morning. How are you? I have a viewer. I can't believe it. I have a viewer. Hi. I hope you are doing well this morning. If you want to chat in the chat thing, I can chat with you today. I don't have a real subject or anything I'm going to cover this morning. But I should go grab my stuff to crochet with. Yeah. It is Monday morning. I can't believe it. Yeah, we had a crazy weekend. Everybody was not feeling well. I had Twitter out. We had just gotten better from it, like a nasal congestion issue, and then everybody got the tummy flu. It I was like, was it bad food or was it the tummy flu? It's like at first I thought, did my kid eat something we didn't? But it wasn't. We were all sick at the same time. So one person was sick, then the next person was sick, then the next person was sick. So knowing that it was coming towards me, I knew. So I didn't eat. I fasted with my fiance, and then I went with just a. I dieted with him. His diet was basically mine. Cooked broth. It tasted like crap, but I had antibiotic, garlic and honey, and so there was no oil or grease. I've put chicken broth. So then I put in mushrooms for microbiotic, micro yeah, and then so everything's a probiotic. So there were onions, garlic, honey, and with the chicken broth, and it was brought up to temp. I didn't flash boil it, so all the nutritional value was still in there. And then we drank just the broth. He didn't like it. He said it tasted terrible, but he kept it down and he kept it in, so it worked. Yeah, so I told them to eat nothing. We were all sick until we fasted for at least 4 hours, no food or drink, no sips of water. And then slowly introduced water or broth or clear liquids, clear or just liquids, and then something easy in the gastro system like starches, like potatoes, mashed potatoes, toast, that kind of thing, and slowly worked our way up, and depending on how we felt, I tell you, yeah, I mean, I'm okay. I did not get sick. Like there was no, yeah, but that's what you do when it's coming out and you feel like crap and you just fast. I mean, even when you get really, 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 really hungry, fast for at least 4 hours, 4 to 8 hours, 4 hours increments, and then sip and see if there's a reaction. And fast. If there's a reaction, you wait another 4 hours, if not 8 hours. No food, no water. This is the hardest thing in the world because you're hungry, your tummy hurts, but you're also hungry because you haven't had anything and it has expelled everything in your body. And then you just slowly build up and then you build on your digestive health from there. That is what you do. If you didn't know, I didn't know well, my mom didn't know, so they didn't teach me. Um, but yeah, it's pretty good. So it was a viral or bacterial infection of some sort, whatever it was. There was no fever. But we had just gotten over nasal infections that we all had. Um, yeah, so it was no fun. And then the weather. So my kid didn't have to call in sick. The the school closed because of that storm that blew in. There was a storm. So if you watch this like way after, like post COVID, then there was this storm in 2023 of February. It kind of just crossed the country. Wow. So it's been one of those weeks that you just lost a week. I lost a week. There's so much I want to do for my February, and my February is gone because I lost a week. Yeah, so we have to catch back up and then get on sort of a schedule that fits. Uh, there was fatigue. It wasn't pretty, and I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be healthy, and I'm glad to be with you guys. So yeah, not much other than that going on. I should teach you guys the broth and what to do, um, and how to make broth and how to make food. I used a bouillon because that's what we have. But it's better, it's healthier for you if you make it from broth. If you make it from stock, vegetable stock, beef stock, chicken stock, yeah, you can mix it, and that's healthier. So I should teach you what to do when you get sick so that you feel better sooner, a lot sooner. I mean, yeah, and then how to ritualistically improve because you gotta cleanse yourself and then you gotta cleanse your environment. Cleaning, lots of cleaning. Alright, so I washed my face and dried out my eyes, and there's some lint or something on my eyelash. That's what that is. If that's the thing that bothers you watching people fidget, um, if that's your thing, that's why I'm fidgeting. Um, I think I've got lint from the washcloth on my eyelashes or something because it's where I dried out my eyes. I don't know. But yeah, I shower once a week, and I don't know if we showered. I know I cleaned somewhere because of the illness. But yeah, showering, cleansing, Epsom salts, eucalyptus, great. Because then the menthol is great for muscle aches and pains. Um, it's really a fantastic healing element in your bath if you're able to take baths or you have a bath to take. Um, yeah. What else was I going to do? But I don't know if there's stuff about. So I'm using the AI to see if I can utilize so that I have more time to do work on my ministry, on my ministry work. Um, I guess if you're in paganism, it's oh, coven work. For a ministry, it's coven terminology with a wide range. I'm trying to think what it's dubbed in the mainstream. Anyways, so I'm trying to work with getting on schedule with that. Yeah. It is cold today. It is high 38, but it's like 20 something degrees on it. And it's supposed to rain. The weather does not like me. Should like but yeah. Maybe I'll appear over here instead of in front of the camera. I hate my bum. But yeah, I'm gonna get healthy. I gotta get exercising, moving, and getting it through to get it flushed out of the system. So if there's anything in there, just sitting so it doesn't bubble up and brew, so that you don't have conditions for life to bubble up and brew. This is the box. It's actually behind me up here, the rice cooker. So I've been doing more. I should do up on here rice cooking for YouTube. So there's YouTube content around this summer. I have YouTube content. You guys should see. I should do more recipes and do more cooking with that sucker for you guys, since we're spending money on it. I should do like 365 days of preparing dinners in the morning. I'm up and moving, so that when I'm tired by the time of the afternoon, like if I get up at being creative, getting up at like say 2 o'clock in the morning to write or to be creative, having a meal prepped or ready. Some people are like, I spend 4 hours during the week. There are sometimes that, yeah, no, every week that's not gonna work for me. That's great for lots of people are finding benefits with that, and it's quite a craze, and it works for so many people that have the energy in the morning or the energy in the weekends and the consistency. But if I have a big production, sometimes there's this hump that I can't get over the executive production. But I do like to um prep things like enough rice or quinoa, or things to be already ready for me. And that I can just throw together. But I also like the food prepared fresh per day. That's another thing. I'm also working on a cookbook, so let's look at some stuff for YouTube content that I would like to make. So we should do an episode, a series. We should do a series on the Wise One channel. YouTube content. Okay, content. Ideas and outlets. Okay, so we want cooking. And then I'm going to use the rice cooker. So we're going to look at a series for rice cooker series. That's an idea. If there's something that you want to see me cook and I'm able to put down in the comments, and I'll see if I'm able to do that or figure out a way to do it. Because like I'm sure lots of people, like rich people, are only going to get richer, and so they have money to go out to eat, and the way prices are and the food selection at the fast food places, it's ridiculous. But for people who made it through depression and famine and things like that, cooking at home was the way to go with simple ingredients. So trying to find something nutritious, especially with autism and ADHD being a part of physiology that we're different. We also have different nutritional needs. My fiance and I were discussing while I was watching some sort of, I don't know if it was a documentary, it was a program on Prime about pure plant America, plant-based something. I'm trying to get the show. Anyways, we were watching that, and he was getting into how people in the same family can have a different blood type and have different nutritional needs, and how a vegetarian won't sustain them on one, but the other person shouldn't eat that much meat, in the same family, and having those nutritional needs. So, like, my kids have certain textual and tastes, and my kid wants to live on my youngest wants to live on ramen noodles, and trying to get nutrition in because they desperately need new nutrition. So the ways that I do that without being dishonest, because I don't believe in, oh, I just sneak in the vegetables and da 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 da. I don't do that to my kids. I mean, there's a layer of trust, and that trust comes in handy when you need it and they're older. You have no idea how many things of trust they're just, and that these people grow up and they have to go out into the real world where they have jobs every day, and we go out to the market, we go to the library, we go to events, and we have to behave, a certain way. And so, like, nutrition, the the effects of malnutrition or high nutrition, dense, nutritiously good food in our diets, the difference that it makes on our lifestyle, on our ability to function, and our ability to go out and go see the world, to go to events, to go do things, to have the energy to go to work. It's fundamentally different, So having your proper nutrition for your needs and how to assess what nutrients you need and how to get it and where to get it from and what's the most um I hope the mic can't pick that up. So the nutritional qualities and the effects that it has on individuals, the base, like, I can't I can't digest certain proteins um in red meats. It won't happen. The gas itself will I will have a reaction. It's called IBS, and so my intestines become inflamed and irritable, and so there's bloating, there's gas, and the gas can't come out, and neither can anything else. I think the longest was 14 days of not pooping. So small children, make sure you go to the potty. It's very healthy. It's important that we're able to talk about these things so that you know what to talk to your doctor about. The more we hush some of these subjects under the rug, the less as a species we're learning about ourselves, and the less we're able to accommodate um, for our needs, and the less we're able to, the more it affects our health. So yeah. And so yeah, thinking rice cooker series. So how to cook healthy meals that are affordable. Um, and I can show you affordable from our house, our budget, because I'll see people be like, oh, this is so affordable. This is so cheap. It's only like 20 bucks. I'm like, You spent like $200 for the two of you to live that week. I can tell. It's not the same price here. And what could be on the coast, seafood on the coast has a different price than us not you know, on the coast. Getting it shipped out here in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, no, no, no. So I understand that it might not, for everybody, might not be, what's for everybody, but I will try to accommodate as much as I can, and filling me in the comment section below helps me determine, oh, so this is what I can do to accommodate. This is the type of protein that you need. Here's the protein if you have such and such, like seafood protein. Prepare your shrimp now. It's more affordable to get it raw, and then we cook it. Cook up your protein, cook up your shrimp, cook up your chicken, poultry farm. That seems to be so. Yeah, so I don't eat uh, red meat. It's horribly painful, very painful. Um, yeah. So yeah, it's an allergic reaction, like type thing, and it's so I have to take care of my digestion, and that is where I start. A lot of times they'll be like, "Oh, start your core nutrients on brain health or on protein or on, da 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 da." Mine will be on digestive health, and from there, work on my nutritional needs and feeding my whole family. Um, so yeah, that's what I need to do for you guys, and that's what I need to film. So I want to do that. I'm thinking about moving Coffee with Caren to podcast. It might be easier for me. Podcast to reach more people. And so I have not read the news for a little while, and I probably need to get back into listening to the news. But it is the middle of winter, and sad is a thing for a lot of people. And listening to the news, I prefer to listen to the world news as well as local news, but there are some just depressing points to it. So I do take a break from the news every so often. I try to stay in touch with people. And lots of stuff happens, and then I'll hear about, it trickle down to like, oh, this affects this shooting, this da 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 school event, and I'm like, I'm not so sure I want to put my kid in school. There's so many more homeschoolers because, like my kid's in a great school, but all these school shootings, yeah, it's crazy. It's very, very crazy. What we're gonna do? I'm recording. Do you want to write it down?
No.
Or do you want to tell everybody on here?
I accidentally spilled Dictatious Earth on the ground in the living room.
Oh, that's you can vacuum that out. I'll get off here and you can vacuum.
Oh no, it's fine. I'll leave it there and there might be bugs there.
It's to kill the bugs. That's the point.
Yeah.
So you sprinkled it on to kill their ant or something you got in?
Huh?
Okay. It's wet. It's supposed to rain and everything, and the snow keeps melting and all that, so ants and stuff like that do come into the house. So yeah. Because so we gotta get rid, and we'll look at treating the outside, the perimeter of the outside of the house, which helps get rid of.
Have you considered?
Anyways, I'm going to get out of here.
Are you considering hiring a
hold on. I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody, and then I will talk to you, and I want to hear what you have to say. All right. I love you guys. Love you. Love you. Bye.